Alright, hi. Alright, position light signal aspect Conrail. Copyright 1977, Consolidated Railway Corporation by Railway Corporation Program Instruction Course. Prepare Training Section 6 Pattern Center Plaza, the Room 1241 Philadelphia, PA 19104. Training course is room to help with the learn with the position of light signal system, with the communicate the instruction engine, the train with the track car, operative with the railway, the training course with the design with it, so you can teach yourself. The instructions presented with the small steps. Each step is called with a frame, the numbered with the consecutively for each frame that you will be asked to write an answer. Fill with a blank, then you will find the answer on the next page. Always answer the question with fill in the blanks before reading the correct answer. Periodically throughout the course of the required with the recall of the information for the previous frame sensitive they will be using with the habit learn with the base with additional learning. Read each frame through it before and answer the question. Do not hurry, do not skip. You will not be timed. You will be learning the material through only if you read the study in the frame correctly. Start the frame with a one read page, fill in the blanks, check with your answer, then continue with the next frame. Every sunset the railroad received the second locomotive has been necessary for the rules of the conducting transportation operate. Many of the trains interference may come with a major problem with any other special instruction for the timetable provided with any of the situation that may arise for the operation of trains. 1. Rules of conducting. Alright, so the rules of conducting and special instruction for the timetable provided with any of the situation that may arise for the operation of the trains. Important part of the rules of conducting transportation is the section of the fixed signal with the instruction converted with the engine man of the train man and track car drivers by the fixed signals. 2. One signal system with the Conrail position light with the signal conveyed with the instruction of the engineer and the train and by the blank of in the signal. The signal and the conveyed with the instruction of the engineer with the train with the position of the lights is in the signal. The signal indication condition for three lights with the straight with the rotating from the center. In other words, the center light is part of each of the combinations. Start with the signals below to determine the various combinations. Draw a straight line through three lights in each signal to show the various combinations. Alright, and then it shows vertical, horizontal, 45-degree angle towards the upper right quadrant and left quadrant, up to the left top quadrant. With help of the few basic rules, you will soon learn the name of the signal indication. Three lights vertical position always means clear. The name of the following signal indication is therefore clear. In addition, the signal marking listed the display with the mask of the clear signal. The indication will change with the name of the clear block. Write the names of the signal shown and figure 1 is clear. Figure 2 is clear block. Three lights horizontal position used alone means stop signal. The name of the following signal indications are proceed, block, and stop. Clear, block, and stop. Signal. The word signal always used with the word stop, eliminated with the misunderstanding with the signal name is called with the blank of the blank becomes the significant of the signal that is not apt to the understanding casual conversation. The name stop signal becomes significant when the signal is not apt to be understood as a casual conservation. That has four horizontal lights lit is a stop signal. The additional signal maker of the light display of the mask of the stop signal indication chain with the name of the stop and proceed. The train must stop and proceed with a restricted speed. Proceed with the stop short or any of the train obstruction switch not properly aligned. Looking at the broken rail not exceeding 15 miles an hour. Write the names of 1. Clear. 2. Clear. Proceed. 3. Stop. 4. Number 4 would be stop and proceed. Stop and proceed. With a 3 light horizontal right and 1 below. So the following list of light positions: diagonal to the upright in the upper aspect, vertical in the lower aspect, diagonal in the right and lower aspect, the yellow triangle left on the lower aspect. When you look at the position, make sure the following associations. Approach is diagonal position of the side of the A for approach. The name approach means the approach for the next signal prepared to stop. Name of the signal is approach. Means to approach the next signal, prepare to stop. When you see the position shown below with the lower aspects, make the following association. Think of the diagonal lights of the mast of the letter S for slow. The name of the signal is approach slow, and the word slow means slow speed and not exceeding 15 miles an hour. So write the name of following signals. Figure 1 would be Figure 1 is approach, and figure 2 would be approach slow, meaning to approach the next signal with a slow speed not exceeding 15 miles an hour. When you see position shown below the lower aspect, making the following association. The vertical life of the lower aspect aspect is the side letter M for medium. The name of the signal is approach medium. The medium means medium speed not exceeding 30 miles an hour. So you have approach, slow, approach medium for figure 3. Figure 2, approach slow. Figure 1, approach. Figure 2, approach slow. Figure 3, approach medium. Alright, approach slow, approach medium. Meaning not to approach the next signal with a medium speed not exceeding 30 miles an hour. When you see the yellow triangle to the side of the lower aspect of the following association on the side of the 90-degree angle of the letter L for limited. The name of the approach limited. The word limited means limited speed not exceeding 45 miles an hour. So you have approach slow, approach medium, approach. Figure 4 would be approach limited, meaning to approach the next signal with a limited speed not exceeding 45 miles an hour. To write the names of the signal, always read on the top down right in the names of these signals. Approach medium, figure 1, approach slow, figure 2, approach figure 4, approach, what's figure 3? Figure 3 is approach medium. You've learned the names of the 8 signal indications already, but before we learn the next group, turn the page and see how well you can name them. Figure 1, proceed. Figure 2, approach. Figure 3. Figure 1, stop. Figure 2, proceed. Figure 3, clear. Figure 4, proceed. Medium. Figure 1, proceed. Stop and then stop and then proceed. Figure 6, approach medium. Figure 7, approach 11 limited. Figure 1, proceed and block clear. Alright, figure 1 was stop signal. Figure 2 was approach. Figure 3 was clear. Figure 4 was approach medium. Figure 5 was stop and proceed. Figure 7 was approach slow. Figure 7 was Figure 6 was approach slow. Figure 7 approach limited. Figure 8 cleared block. Let's review a rule that we've learned earlier. The 3 lights in vertical position is in the upper section means clear. Now let's add 3 more rules. 3 lights in a horizontal position in the upper aspects contribute nothing to the space, contribute nothing to the name of the signal when you have the 3 other lights in the lower aspect. When the top aspect is not taken into account, contributes nothing of the name of the signal. Then speed is in the name comes from the first. 3 lights in a vertical position in the lower aspect always means clear. Applying the rules of the previous line, you should be able to figure out the name of these signals. Here's the tip. The name of the signal figure 2, you must always use all 3 new rules in frame 21 plus or previous association. Figure 1 would be proceed. Figure 1 would be proceed, clear, medium cleared. Okay, medium cleared. Meaning proceed at medium at speed exceeding 30 miles an hour. Using the same rules logic, where are the names of these signals? Proceed, medium, clear, proceed, medium, limited. Or clear, medium, limited, clear. Continue the same logic applied to the rules given with the frame 21 recall and the 2 previous associations learned earlier. Less than 1 more signal through this group. The name of the signal is slow approach. Use the aspect contributed nothing the same. Of the upper aspect contributed nothing the same. The speed of the name is in the name comes first. Lower aspect show the diagonal to the right, numbered letter S should give it the slow speed, and the lower aspect show the diagonal to the right, remembering the letter A approach. The same locations, you may see a signal with the 2 horizontal red lights in the upper aspect, the same meaning as the 3 horizontal amber lights in the upper aspect. Either one may be used as an interlocking signal. Another important signal of the restricting can also be easily learned by associating the diagonal lights to the left and the lower aspect, always meaning restriction. The restricting The restriction and signal indication means to proceed with the restricted speed, proceed with a stop short of the terrain obstruction, or switch not properly aligned, looking out for broken rail or for a broken rail not exceeding 15 miles an hour. 25 was restriction. All right, by this time you've learned and read the name of the 12 signals. Let's see if you remember. You can run through once again on see how well you can name them. All right, figure 1 would be figure 1 approach is limited. Figure approach limited. Figure 2 clear. Figure 3 limited clear. Figure 4 stop signal. Figure 5 medium cleared. Figure 6 slow approach. So the top aspect does not have any reliability. Alright, approach and then slow. Approach medium for figure 8. Restricting, making the R. Flat horizontal with a left dragging to the right. Going down towards the right. Figure 10 approach. Figure 11 stop and proceed. And figure 11, figure 12 clear and block. Another signal indication can also be learned by association is the caution. The left diagonal lights also start with the letter C for the caution, and the signal light, the mask, concluding the point of the letter C. Caution. Write the name of the signal shown. Caution. The train exceeding medium speed must be at 1 reduced to the speed where the facing switch connect with the signal. Approach with the switch, prepare to stop. Approach the next signal, prepare to stop. When signal light for the mast is not shown with the name of the signal indication changed with the caution permissive block. Caution is on the left, and then permissive block without the bottom block light shows permissive block. The 3-letter diagonal lights of the top of the letter P, the permissive block. There are only 2 signal indications that use diagonal lights to the left and the upper aspect. So you either have caution or permissive block to the left, or the diagonal to the left. What are the names of these 2 figures? They were caution and proceed and permissive block, meaning block is occupied, passenger trains must stop, other trains may proceed, prepared to stop short of a train or obstruction, but not exceeding 15 miles an hour. There's one more signal whose name is what you will have to memorize. The medium approach is show the stop on the top, where the top indication means nothing. To the right, flashing means medium approach, indicating similar to the slow approach with the speed with the upgraded medium flashing light. Lower aspect shows the slow approach on the right, and then the medium approach with the flashing lights and to the right underneath the signal. Alright, so from the top you have the caution, then you have a permissive block, and then you have the medium approach. Upper aspect contributes nothing to the same rule. Speed in the name comes first. Speed upgrade with a slow to medium by flashing the lights, and lower aspects show signal to the right. Remember, A gives you the approach. Where the knees, caution, caution, permissive block, and medium approach. In some areas, you may see a small low signal referred to as the dwarf signal. The names of the signal indication shown on blank and blank can be read applying the same as rules just as learned regular position lights. The name of the signal indication shown on the dwarf signals can be read by applying the same rules you have learned just the regular position of the lights. The speed approaching the dwarf signal, slow speed is part of the name of the clear and approach indications. Follow out the name of these 2 signals. Slow and then slow proceed and slow approach. Slow clear, slow approach. Can you name these? Would be stop signal restriction. Let's mix them up and see how well you can name the 4 dwarf signals. Alright, restriction, and 4 would be proceed, 5 would be stop, figure 2. So you got restriction, figure 1, figure 2, slow approach, figure 3, stop signal, figure 4, slow clear. You now have learned that the the 19 different position light signals of the air, all mixed up how well you do if you learn them. Medium approach, proceed, or clear. Sorry, figure 2 would be clear. Figure 3 would be, let's see here. Figure 1, approach limited. Figure 2, clear. Figure 3, medium approach. Figure 4, caution. Figure 5, medium clear. Figure 7, approach slow. Figure 7, slow approach. Figure 8, approach medium. Figure 9, limited clear. Figure 10, approach. Figure 11, slow clear. Figure 12, clear block. Figure 13, stop signal. Figure 14, permissive block. Figure 15, restricting. Figure 16, stop and proceed. Figure 17, restricting. And figure 18, slow approach. Figure 19, stop signal. If you memorize these rules in association, you will have taught the brief course. You will soon master the name of the position light signals. You will work in the territory with the color light signals. As for a book of the color light signal aspects, after you've learned the name of the signal, you will need to learn the indications of the book. Learning signal indications you will help you solve the problem. This was built by Conrail. Conrail's CT7138 revision 177 printed in the United States position light signal aspects.